Bob Iger, Bob Chapek, two men who have a lot in common. They both are named Bob, they have both been CEO of Disney, and they both don't like each other. CNBC recently put out an article that talked about the Chapek CEO era at Disney. They talked to 24 people who worked closely with Iger and Chapek between 2020 and 2022. And let me tell you, the Battle of the Bobs was pretty interesting. So I'm going to go over some of the most interesting things that I read from this article. Let's begin. When Iger announced his departure to staff on Disney's Burbank studio lot, he jokingly called himself Big Bob and Chapek Little Bob, a light reminder to employees about who was still the boss. So on Iger's way out, he told his staff, "Hey, Big Bob here. I'm out. But don't worry, you're in good hands with Little Bob." All right, see you later. That's a very interesting strategy. To be little Bob, the guy you chose to replace you as CEO of the company. I kind of feel like Iger chose Chapek just so he could call himself Big Bob. As part of the changing of the guard, the Disney board suggested the new CEO should take over Iger's expansive office at Disney headquarters in Burbank, California. There was just one problem. Iger had no interest in moving out. He wasn't truly leaving Disney anyway. His succession plan allowed him to stay on as executive chairman for 22 months. Chapek would report to him and the board. Iger would also direct the company's creative endeavors. Nebulous phrasing, suggesting he would retain control of movie and TV content and operations. So Iger never really left. Star Wars was right. No one's ever really gone.
No one's ever really gone.
So everybody blamed Chapek. But really, it wasn't just him. He was reporting to Iger, which means Iger should take the blame as well for what happened when Chapek was around and what's happening right now. There was a practical reason Iger didn't want to move out of his office. They had a private shower built for former CEO Michael Eisner and a vanity for shaving. Iger, now 72, consistently woke up around 4:15 a.m. to work out and then shower. On evenings, when Iger was heading out for a Disney premiere, award show, or benefit, he would often take a second shower, this time in the office. Iger told Chapek that he lived for those 2 shower days, according to people familiar with the conversation. That is very rude of Iger to not give Chapek the big office with the shower. I mean, I can't imagine what Chapek had to deal with as CEO of Disney during the pandemic when the world was shut down. With all that stress Chapek was going through, he could have used an office shower. If Iger was still CEO at that time, I guarantee you he would have 3 shower days. But from Iger's point of view, Chapek's never had a shower in his office. He doesn't know what it's like. He doesn't know what he's missing. Iger would. I mean, you think Iger's gonna go back to taking his second shower in his mansion? That's ridiculous. Poor Chapek. With no office shower, he never even stood a chance. Chapek attended only a few minutes of the first strategy session. He spent most of his time at the retreat, participating in activities that would showcase his personable side to employees. By this time, Chapek had grown a beard, which colleagues told him he should keep because it humanized him. I don't see how a beard could humanize you. Did they really think people were gonna go, I really hate what Chapek is doing at the parks, but he's got a beard. Like me. He's one of us. Just a regular old dude trying to make it through this world with no shower in his office. I think we should give him a pass. When several of the executives locked in the conference room found out Chapek was having fun, including petting a hippopotamus, their collective frustration with him grew, according to people familiar with the matter. You know what? This might be the first time that I gain a little respect for Chapek. Who wants to be locked in a conference room when you can be having fun? I want to pet a hippo. If I'm CEO of the Walt Disney Company, I'm doing all sorts of stuff. But what I'm not going to do is be trapped in a conference room with a bunch of executives. Boring. But honestly, I'm pretty surprised that the executives were frustrated with Chapek. He had a beard. This is a very interesting article, and I highly recommend you read it. Yes, it is long, but there's a lot of interesting things in here. A lot happened during Chapek's reign. Iger not leaving, Chapek petting hippos. It was a very interesting battle of the Bobs. But what do you think about the inside story of the Bobs, Iger and Chapek? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. I'm Running Man, and I'll see you next time.